This is a Manta Sports Media presentation of 16th Region Baseball Action. Good evening and welcome to West Carter High School here at the baseball field for tonight's matchup for the West Carter Comets and the Fleming County Panthers. This is Jeff the Mantis Irwin coming at you live here at West Carter on Facebook on our Manta Sports Media presentation. And hopefully this should be a pretty good game for us here this afternoon. As we mentioned, we have the home team on the scoreboard, the West Carter Comets, currently 9-5 on the season. So Dolly Parton's got it right out there. It's 9-5 for the West Carter Comets, and they'll be taking on the visiting team on the scoreboard, and that's going to be the Fleming County, and that should be Panthers, not Lions. We'll get that fixed up here, but it's the Fleming County Panthers, as they are currently, I believe, should be. We'll take a look at their schedule or their roster here, but Fleming County should be 10-11 on the season, and so they are the Panthers, and we'll get that fixed up there for you. There we go. The Fleming County Panthers, 10-11 on the season at the moment. And so, as we mentioned, this should be a pretty good game. Both teams pretty evenly matched. If you take a look at, of course, records, West Carter a little bit less games, only 14 games underneath their belt, while Fleming County has 21. But their winning records kind of stand pretty close together. Of course, West Carter ended up snapping a 6-game win streak on Wednesday against the Round County Vikings as they traveled over there and lost to them 13-3. And then, of course, their wins coming from the last 6 games out there before the Round County game. They defeated Fairview 8-1. Lewis County twice on a makeup game, as well as the second game that was to be played. Defeated them 3-0 and 7-1. Then they defeated Menifee County here at home on May 5th, 8-6. Defeated Rose Hill on a doubleheader night where it was 13-3. And then defeated the 62nd district opponent, Morgan County, as they defeated them 10-0 in 5 innings. And so running just a little bit later this afternoon as the team's getting out and warmed up here. Of course, West Carter's already had their time out for a little bit of batting practice, and Fleming County's just now heading into the locker, so I'm sure it will not be too long before we get rolling here this afternoon. Of course, taking a look at Fleming County, of course, they've kind of been kind of hit and miss as far as their games go so far this year. Their last game on Wednesday, they lost to Mason County 2-1, and then they beat Menifee County on Tuesday, 12-0 in 5 innings, and then they lost to Greenup County 4-0, Bath County 5-3, and then of course that was on a doubleheader. They lost the second one of those, but then they defeated Bath County 3-1, and also defeated Menifee County again 10-1. And then they had losses against Round County on a on a 2-night back-to-back again for them, and then lost to Raceland as well. Of course, Fleming County not too affected by the COVID situation, which they've only had one game, and that was the Mason County game back on April 20th, canceled out. So they've been able to play most of their season here this year. Of course, West Carter had that 11 game break there in which the COVID cancelizations canceled most of their April schedule. They were able to pick back up at the end as they defeated Elliott County on consecutive nights, lost to Round County, then lost to Ashland, and then won 6 straight, and then lost to Round County again on Wednesday night. So that's kind of taking a look at the history of these two teams. So I definitely like to thank right now Julie Perry watching with us here this afternoon. Send in some stars. Definitely do appreciate that. That will go to help us out. And then Shirley Irwin watching from Perrysville, Ohio. Thank you very much for sending some stars our way. Again, that goes to help on to make sure that we can continue to have great 16th Region and West Carter sports action. As the umpires getting ready to head onto the field here, so we should be having a meeting here momentarily at the mound. Of course, we'll take a quick look at the starting lineups before we take a little bit of a commercial break. We'll have, first of all, the West Carter Comets. Their starting lineup here this afternoon. Sam Jones is going to be behind the plate, catching and batting first. first. Hunter Salmons moving up in the lineup just a little bit. He moves in from 5 to 2, and he's going to be batting second, and he's going to be out in center field. Trevor Callahan is going to be on the mound tonight, batting third. Noah Hicks is going to be at second base, and he will be batting fourth. Caleb Lambert is going to be at first base, batting fifth. Cade Carter is going to be at third base, batting sixth. Dylan Rowe is going to be out in left field, batting seventh. Lucas Rayburn is going to be the designated hitter, batting for Caden Wilson, who's going to be out in right field, but they're going to be batting eighth. And then Corey Hedge is going to be in the shortstop position this afternoon, batting ninth. Then we'll take a quick look here at the starting lineup for the Fleming County Panthers. Buddy Morgan's going to be behind the plate this afternoon, so two catchers going to be leading off for both teams. He's going to be batting first. Batting second is going to be Nate Rark at second base. Batting third is going to be Braden Clark. He's going to be the pitcher here this afternoon. Jaden Argo is going to be out in center field, batting fourth. Levi Denton is going to be in left field and batting fifth. Austin James is going to be on the third base, the hot corner, batting sixth. Brady Ferris is in right field, batting seventh. Zeke Kahn is going to be at first base, and Larkin McKee is going to be at shortstop and batting ninth. And so that is our lineups here this afternoon for both teams. And so we'll take a brief break here as we get ready. And thank you, Angela Nolte, for sending in some stars as well. Definitely do appreciate that. As we're getting ready here as the coaches and the umpires heading to the mound. We'll take a brief break, and we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Baseball Action live here on the Mantis Sports Media Network. To look your best on game day or on any at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com. The drive-in has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports. The next time you're in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In. And we're back here for a Mantis Sports Media presentation of 16th Region Baseball Action as we're getting ready to go live here as soon as we can get the technical issues here with the National Anthem. And there we go for the National Anthem. And as we get ready to go, typically we have a prayer here, but the sound system, we can get it to work so far on the computer side, but the microphone side not quite working out just as well. So everybody do say a prayer here for yourself for the well-being of the players and everybody else that's going to be out here this afternoon. And so we see Trevor Callahan on the mound for the West Carter Comets, as he's getting warmed up there. Has only allowed one run so far this season, and that was in the last game against Lewis County. But otherwise, he's had a fantastic year. Had a 0.0 ERA through 15 games. And I believe that put him in the top 10 or maybe top 20 around the state as far as pitchers. And so he's had a fantastic year. Also was ranked in the top 25 as far as his slugging percentage and his batting average. Currently, he was batting .500 as of the last game against Lewis County. And so Trevor Callahan will be on the mound for the Comets this afternoon. And quick look at once again at our starting lineup here for the Fleming County Panthers. Batting first is going to be Buddy Morgan, and then batting second will be Nate Rourke. Batting third, Braden Clark. Batting fourth, Jaden Argo. Batting fifth, Levi Denton. Batting sixth is going to be Austin James. Batting seventh is going to be Brady Ferris. Batting eighth is going to be Zeke Kahn, and then batting ninth is going to be Larkin McKee. And that is your starting lineup here for the Fleming County Panthers. As we're getting warm-up pitches just about ready and finished off. Of course, the KHSA just released a statement the other day, of course, piggybacking off of the National Federation meeting that just happened, that says that states, can choose to have shot clocks in basketball, and that's going to be kind of a hot topic. Definitely that will arise, especially being here in Kentucky in the Bluegrass State with basketball being one of our key sports. That's definitely going to be a huge cost to schools to get that implemented, but right now it's on voluntary basis or by state association adoption, and so we'll take a look and see how the KHSA moves on that as we go through, especially looking into basketball season coming up here in the fall. And so as we get ready to go here, and we see number 4 now, Buddy Morgan, the catcher, getting ready to bat now for the Fleming County Panthers. And Trevor Callahan is at the mound today. And here we go. Jones going to be the catcher here this afternoon. Shakes off the first one, then now has his call. First delivery, and that is going to be fouled up and out of play, so that will be strike one here to Morgan. As we mentioned, Callahan only allowing one run in his 3 games, and he's picked up wins in all those games that he's had for each one of them. Second pitch on the way, it's going to be high up in the zone, so that will be a ball 1. 1-1 here to Buddy Morgan. As third base moving in just a little bit, cheating in toward the side. That one's going to be swung on and missed. So that'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Morgan. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be high, so ball 2. Counts even up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Of course, as the delay of baseball season going on, the last week of school will actually be the last week of the regular season for baseball as well. That one's low and inside, so that's going to be full count here against Buddy Morgan. as Carter County Schools having only 2 more weeks left of instruction. And that one going to be called strike 3. And so Trevor Callahan picks up his first strikeout of the afternoon. It was a little bit of a delayed call on there, but they will take it nonetheless. And so that's going to be 1 away here for the Panthers. And coming up to bat now is going to be the second baseman, Nate Rourke. Wearing number 12 this afternoon. That's going to be inside. So that'll be 1 ball, no strikes here to Rourke. And that's going to be 2 balls, no strikes, as that one just a little bit low. I believe in Callahan's last start, he ended up, I think, getting 15 or 16 strikeouts, and he's already got 1 here this afternoon. That's going to be foul tipped off, so that'll be a strike nonetheless. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to Rourke. The 2-1 pitch. That's going to be fouled off, clinking off some helmets there. The count's now evened up. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Rourke. Definitely not a good sound when you hear that ball handling or hitting off the plastic of. I'm not sure if that was off of Jones's helmet or the umpire's face mask, but nonetheless, not a sound you want to be hearing this afternoon. And that one's going to be foul tipped, so still 2-2. And my years of being an umpire, that was always the worst thing, is to end up getting hit, and especially on a pass-by pitch, your catcher ends up being your best friend. So that one's fouled off into the net. Guys, if you take a shot from one of these pitchers, especially one of these varsity pitchers, it will definitely leave a mark on you. I got drilled in the forearm one time, and you can count how many stitches actually landed on. That's a little bit high and inside, so it's going to be another full count here to Rourke. Last time Callahan answered in with a strike 3. Got Morgan looking, and we'll see what happens here to Rourke. And that one's going to be high in the zone, and so Callahan picks up his first walk here of the afternoon. And so that's going to put a runner on first base. And so now batting for the Fleming County Panthers is going to be the pitcher, Braden Clark, number 26. As Rourke takes his lead off at first. Try to pick him off. That ball ends up bouncing off the runner. And he's going to get a stand-up double. Or not a double, but a stand-up stolen base. So now runner on second. Callahan checks the runner. Delivers. That one's right in there for strike 1. So 0-1 here to Clark. Braden Clark, the pitcher. Callahan gets the pitch that he wants. He comes to the plate. That's swung on and missed. Strike 2. So Clark falling down early in the count here to Callahan. No balls, 2 strikes with 1 out here in the top of the first inning. And that one's going to just miss a little bit high up. And so it's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Clark. Beautiful day out here at West Carter. Sun shining, blue skies. That's going to be a bit high once again, so it's going to be 2 balls, 1 strike, or 2 balls and 2 strikes as counts even up 2-2. The 2-2 pitch, and that's going to be called strike. Or that's going to be a drop third pitch. And so that's going to be 2 away. So Callahan gets the strikeout, but a drop third pitch gives Clark a chance to head down toward, try to get a run toward first, but he ended up getting out at first. And Rourke advances on to third base. So Argo's now going to be the center fielder. First pitch into him is going to be just outside the zone, ball 1. As Rourke has made his way over to third after the drop third strike. That one's going to be a pop-up. Looks like that's going to be heading towards second base, and they're trying to get underneath it, and that is going to be it's going to retire the side here for Fleming County as Hicks gets underneath it. And so that is going to be it for the Panthers here in the top of the first inning. And so that ends up being no runs off of no hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base for the Panthers. And so coming up now is going to be the starting the top of the lineup for the Comets. And we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region baseball action live here on the Manta Sports Media Network. To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
And we're back here at West Carter where we're heading into the bottom of the first inning where it is currently 0-0 at the moment. And so we'll be seeing our first look here at the pitcher, number 26, Clark, and see how he performs out here this afternoon. And so first batter this afternoon is going to be Sam Jones, number 10 for the Comets. He's the catcher. And so first pitch here to Jones, and that is hit on, and that gets through the hole at short, and that's going to roll all the way out to the fence. And so Jones is on his horse, and he's heading toward third. There's going to be a play at third, and he is out. as they catch the relay there to the short stop, but that was a fantastic hit. Ended up making it, definitely had a single, and it rolled all the way out toward the fence. So he picks up the hit this afternoon and then tries to make it over toward third as he was trying to get back in. And so next batter up here is Hunter Salmons, and he's starting out here this afternoon. And that's going to be 1-1's the count here to Salmons. And that's going to be called strike, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Salmons. And that's going to be called strike, or swing and a miss, strike 3. And so now up to the bat, it's going to be Trevor Callahan. As first pitch to him is going to be called a ball. And second one's going to be strike, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike here to Trevor Callahan. And that one's going to be hit towards second base. Bobbles it a little bit, gets it over in time. And so that's going to be the third out here for the Comets. And so they go down 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the first inning. And so that's going to be bringing up Denton, James, and Ferris for the Panthers. You're watching 16th Region Baseball action, and we'll be back here momentarily on the Manta Sports Media Network. Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com. The drive-in has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports. And welcome back once again to West Carter High School. We're heading into the top of the second inning. We're scoreless right now at 0-0. Thank you, Shirley, for reminding me it was 16 strikeouts that Callahan picked up in that game against Lewis County earlier on this week. And so picked up 16 big strikeouts, has a couple here already. And we're taking hopefully to add on a few more as we go through. And so now coming up to bat is going to be the left fielder, number 2, Denton. As right now the only hit of the afternoon's come off of Salmons, but ended up, when he tried to head over toward third, ended up being called out, sliding in. Just barely they got that throw in. So first pitch here to Denton. It's going to be swung on and missed, strike 1. So Callahan's on his first 20 pitches has thrown 10 balls and 10 strikes, so splitting them right down the middle here this afternoon. That one just misses just outside, so it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. Of course, I know a lot of people, they always want pitchers to throw strikes every single time, but however, if you get with a good batter, and that one's going to be tipped off, but still going to be strike two. But, if you throw strikes every time, you're going to get eventually a good batter that's going to use the velocity of that pitch to send it out to the outfield. And so you got to move it around a little bit. And there's swing and a miss and strike three. So Callahan picks up another strikeout here this afternoon on 4 pitches here to Denton. And so now that's going to be bringing up the third baseman, number 7, James. First pitch to him. That's going to be called inside corner, and so that'll be strike one. So this is the first at bat here this afternoon for Austin James of Fleming County. Callahan steps off the rubber. Delivers the 0-1 pitch, and that's going to be swung on and missed. So strike two here to James. Gets the first one looking, second one swinging, and Callahan's going to see if he can try to get back-to-back strikeouts here in the top of the second. And that one's going to be fouled off and into the parking lot, so James will keep himself alive here. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that misses just high. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to James. And that one's going to be popped up, and Hedge on his horse makes a jumping catch there, and so that's going to be 2 away here at the top of the second inning for the Comets. So great catch there by Hedge to get the second out. And so that's going to be bringing up the third batter this inning, and that is going to be the right fielder, number 21, Ferris. First one's going to be a little bit low and outside. Ball 1 here to Ferris. So Brady Ferris, the right fielder. Check swings. Said he didn't go, so that's going to be 2 balls. So 2 balls, no strikes here to Ferris. Gets the pitch he wants. In motion. Delivers, and that's going to catch the inside of the plate. And so that's going to be 2 balls, 1 strike here to Ferris. The 2-1 pitch. It's going to be high and inside. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Ferris. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Going to be swung on and missed. So full count now by Callahan. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And just barely misses high, and so that'll be ball 4, and that'll be the second walk this afternoon by Callahan. Definitely got more strikeouts than walks so far. And so now coming up to bat, it's going to be the first baseman, number 37, Kahn. So he comes up to the plate. Runner on first. 2 outs. First pitch right down the middle of the plate. Strike 1. Ferris gets his lead off of first. Callahan gets the pitch he wants. Delivers, and that's inside. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Kahn. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Good, right in the middle there once again. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Caught him looking both times. Ferris not being too much of a threat over there on first. Only taking a couple step lead off. And that just barely misses the corner there, so it's going to be 2-2. Callahan this afternoon taking batters, or the batters taking Callahan deep into the count here this afternoon. That's going to be swung on and a miss, and Callahan picks up another strike for the 3rd out of the inning. So Callahan retires the side with no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base for the Panthers. And so coming up for the Comets is going to be Hicks, Lambert, and Carter. You're watching 16th Region Baseball action live here on the Manta Sports Media Network. We'll be back here in a moment after a brief commercial break.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports. And back here at West Carter, where we're still 0-0 at the moment with now number 24, Noah Hicks, coming up to bat here for the Comets. So we're here in the bottom of the second. First pitch here to Hicks is going to be a called strike 1. Second pitch, that's going to be high, ball 1. So far, Clark's only had to throw 10 pitches here this afternoon. 3 balls and 7 strikes to the Comets. That's going to be swung on and miss, strike 2. So 1-2 here to Noah Hicks. That's going to be high once again, so counts evened up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be just low, so full count now here to Hicks. And that's going to be fouled off into the netting, so Hicks keeps himself alive here. Just about half of the pitches by Clark this afternoon has been here to Hicks in this at-bat. And that's going to be low and ball 4, and so West Carter's got a runner on first base as Clark picks up his first walk here this afternoon. And so now, up to bat now is going to be number 17, Caleb Lambert. Checks the runner at first. delivers, and that's going to be in the dirt, popping back, so it'll be 1 ball, no strike here to Lambert. Hicks taking his lead off of first. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside, so 2-0 here to Lambert. Checks the runner at first. Delivers. That's going to be inside, so 3-0 here to Lambert. Three balls, no strikes. Runner on first. Lambert's going to have to really like this one, as that one's going to be inside, and so that's going to be the second straight walk here by Clark here to start off the second inning. And so now they're going to talk to the hurler briefly out there, as coming up to bat now is going to be number 6, Cade Carter. So this will be Carter's first at bat here this afternoon. So Comets now with runners on first and second base. Carter with his first at bat here this afternoon shows bunt. First pitch to him is going to be low, so it'll be ball 1. Wes Carter would like to get that runner in and get a little bit of insurance to kind of help out Callahan here offensively. And that's going to be called strike 1, so it's 1-1 here to Carter, as that one caught the outside corner. Yeah, it's going to be called strike 2, but that will advance the runners on the pass ball. So Wes Carter now has 2 runners in scoring position. They may want to rethink the bunt in this case. That's going to be popped up. So still 1-2's the count. With nobody out, probably a good chance for a sacrifice fly here. And that's going to be up high in the zone, so it'll be 2-2. Still nobody out. Runners on second and third here for the Comets. And that one misses just inside. Very close pitch, so full count now here to Carter. Clark definitely has got to get this across the plate. And that's going to be popped up, and that one's going to sail out and over into the batting cage area. And so Carter stays alive here. So far, 7 pitches here to Carter in this at bat. And that's going to be inside, and bases are now loaded here for the Comets. And so now coming up to the plate now, it's going to be number 13, Dylan Rowe. First pitch to him is going to be swung on to miss, strike one. Still nobody out here for the Comets, bases loaded. It's going to be swung on a miss, strike two. We have already seen one grand slam by the Comets this year with Trevor Callahan. That one misses just low, so 1-2 is the count here to Rowe. There's the pitch. That's going to be high and inside, 2-2. So this at bat started with 2 strikes, followed by 2 balls here by Clark. Any contact deep would be good. And that's going to be swung on and missed, and that's going to be the first strikeout here of the afternoon by Clark. So that'll be 1 away for the Comets. And now coming to the plate now, number 79, Lucas Rayburn. First pitch to Rayburn, swung on and missed, strike one. Clark's thrown 33 pitches here in the 2 innings. 16 balls, 17 strikes. That's going to catch the corner there, and so strike two. Wes Carter definitely needs to get a hit right around here to bring in some runs. And that's going to be popped up and out of play. So still 0-2 for Rayburn. Of course, tonight as well, it's a youth track meet across the way and senior night for the track team. And it's going to be swung on and missed, strike three. So back-to-back strikeouts here by Clark. Gets 2 away here for the Comets. Now up to the plate now is going to be number 27, Corey Hedge. First pitch to him is going to be inside and drop, so that'll be ball one. So Wes Carter's had some pretty good opportunities this inning to try to get some runs. That one's going to be swung on outside, so it'll be 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. It's going to be outside, so it's 2-1. Wes Carter's got to try to take advantage of this opportunity that they've been given. And that's going to be fouled off once again, so counts evened up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be swung on and over top the press box here. And so Hedge keeps himself alive. Clark looking for another pitch. Gets what he wants. Delivers, and that's going to be outside, so full count here to Hedge. Clark's got to be feeling a little bit of pressure right now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded. This next pitch is either probably going to represent a run or an out, as that one's fouled off. There's the pitch, and that's going to be low, ball 4, and the Comets get a little bit of a thank you there, and they put the first run as Hicks comes in and scores the first run here for the Comets. And so now coming up to bat is going to be the catcher, number 10, Sam Jones. Jones is 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Flied out to the left in his first at bat. First pitch he gets is going to be inside, ball 1. Actually, I take that back. His first at bat wasn't a fly out. He ended up getting into the outfield, and he was called out trying to turn it into a triple. Second pitch to him here is going to be a ball or a strike, so it's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike here to Jones. And that's going to make a little chopper there as fielder's choice, and they're going to get him out at first, and so that's going to be it as Clark ends up retiring the side, as that's a 6-3 out, and so that is going to put. As that's not a earned run, that's an unearned run this afternoon. And so that is going to be 1 run off of no hits, no errors, and 3 left on base here for the Comets in the bottom of the second inning. So heading to the top, our score is West Carter 1, Fleming County nothing. And so we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Baseball action live here on the Mantis Sports Media Network.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com. The Drive-In has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports.
I'm Governor Andy Beshear. What if you had COVID-19 and didn't know it? Imagine unknowingly spreading it. No one wants that. So wear a mask. Do it for your family. Do it for our economy. Do it for your own health.
Back here at West Carter, and good news for those of you that are fully vaccinated. Of course, the announcement coming down from the CDC saying that if you're fully vaccinated, you can go indoors and outdoors without a mask. So that's some good news here. And, of course, restrictions going to be eased up on June 11th here in Kentucky. So heading here to the top of the third inning, Trevor Callahan has 4 strikeouts and 2 balls off of 39 pitches. Braden Clark from Fleming County has 3 strikeouts, 4 walks off of 46 pitches. And so as we head in here, and first pitch now to McKee is going to be swung on and miss, and that'll be strike 1. So Larkin McKee, the shortstop here for the Panthers. Swung on and missed again, so that's going to be 0-2. So Callahan nearing his 5th strikeout here of the afternoon. Don't want to count our chickens for our eggs hatch. But there it is on 3 straight pitches. Trevor Callahan strikes out McKee as he goes down swinging. And so that's going to be the 5th strikeout here by the Comets. And so now we're back up at the top of the order again, as it's going to be the catcher, number 4, Morgan. Struck out in the first inning, and so Callahan hoping that history repeats itself here. As that first one misses outside, so that'll be ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that was going to miss just a little bit low, so 2-0. Jones going to come out and talk to his hurler here. Short conversation as it's 2-0 here with 1 out in the top of the third inning. And just right as Callahan gets ready to go in his motion, Morgan steps out of the box. Callahan going through the lineup of pitches there. Gets the one he wants. And that one's just going to miss, so it's going to be 3-0 here to Morgan. The 3-0 pitch. That's going to be called strike 1. So 3 balls, 1 strike here to Buddy Morgan. And that's going to be outside, and so that'll be ball 4. So Morgan County has a runner on first. And so now up to bat here for the Panthers is going to be the second baseman, number 12, Rourke. And that one just barely gets back in time as Morgan tries to head back to first base. Got to shake off the dirt after that one. And this time they get the pickoff play. So that's going to be 2 away here for the Comets as Callahan getting his sign from his catcher and gets the pickoff call as Morgan is now out as he got picked off. So 2 away for the Comets here. As Rourke up to bat, he picked up a walk in the first inning. First pitch here to him. Going to be outside, ball 1. It's one of those things, lightning, tends, they just about got him that one time, but fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. As that one's high up in the zone, so I'll be ball 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one's going to be right down the middle of the plate. Strike 1. So that was the 50th pitch by Callahan, and he's been splitting up his balls and strikes pretty evenly. 24 balls, 26 strikes. As that one's going to be back-to-back strikes and evens up the count at 2 apiece. The 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. So Callahan picks up another strikeout here this afternoon. So that's going to be no runs off of no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for the Panthers. It's going to be the second, third, and fourth batters for the Comets and Salmons, Callahan, and Hicks. So we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Baseball Action live here on the Manta Sports Media Network.
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great. Participate!
To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
And back here at West Carter, where it's going to be Hunter Salmons now up to bat for the Comets. He's 0 for 1 this afternoon, struck out swinging in the first inning, and first pitch to him is going to be swung on and miss, and that'll be a strike 1. Second one's going to be fouled off, so it'll be 0-2 here to Salmons. So it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Salmons. One-two pitch. That's going to be high. I tried to sink down into there, but not far enough. And it's going to be swung on, so that'll be another strikeout here for Carter, or for Clark. And so that's going to be bringing up the pitcher here, number 11, Trevor Callahan. First pitch to him is going to be away, and so that'll be ball 1. Second pitch is going to be called strike one. So 1-1 pitch Callahan. He grounded out to second in his first at bat. That one's going to be high up in the zone, so 2-1. And that's going to be called strike two, so counts evened up, 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Callahan. That was Clark's 55th pitch. And that one's going to be hit towards second base. Callahan's trying to run it and beats it as the throw was high. And so that's going to be an error there on McKee as Callahan makes it in safely into first. And so now that's going to be bringing up number 24, Noah Hicks, as they try to get Callahan out at first, but he gets back in plenty of time. So just one away here for the Comets. That one's just on the right hand side of the plate, but called strike one. And that one's going to be hit toward first, and so they're going to try for the double play. They get Callahan at first, but Hicks makes it safely to first base, and so that's going to be 2 away here for the Comets. And so now up to bat, number 17, Caleb Lambert. So fouls off the first pitch to himself. And then Hicks is going to be going towards second, and that one not in time. So Hicks picks up a stolen base. Caleb Lambert walked in the second inning. Has 0-1 to himself right now. That one's going to be high. 1 ball, 1 strike. As Hicks takes his lead off a second, and that one's going to be popped up. And I think that one's going to be in the dugout, so it's out of play. So it'll be 1-2 here to Hicks. With 2 out and a runner on second. Or excuse me, it's Lambert up to bat. Hicks is at second. 1-2 to Lambert. Or excuse me, 2-2 to Lambert here. And that one's going to be dropped, and he is going to make it safely. So a little bit of a bobble, weird hop, takes it in, and so that's going to put Hicks on third base, and Lambert makes his way over to first on the single. And so now that's going to be bringing up number 6, Cade Carter, up to the plate with runners on the corners here for the Comets and 2 away. And that one's going to miss outside, ball 1. And thank you to Tony Bond for sending in some stars here this afternoon. Beautiful picture of the nice new grandbaby there. And that one's going to be fouled off, so it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike here to Cade Carter. Wes Carter needs a little bit more insurance out there, just currently leading the Panthers by 1 run here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here, and then fakes the throw over toward 3rd. James wasn't over there to get it, so trying to hold Hicks close by. Hicks already with 1 stolen base this game. Delivers, and that's right down the middle, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Cade Carter. Carter walked in the 2nd inning. He's got a 1-2 count here in the bottom of the 3rd. And then there goes Lambert. As they're going to go ahead and let Lambert steal out of fear of Hicks trying to take home base. So 1-2, and that's going to be outside, and that one is going to score Hicks. And Lambert makes it in, so Wes Carter gets another insurance run. And then they're going to get Lambert out at first. And so that's going to be it. But Wes Carter picks up 1 run in the process. So that pass ball ends up scoring Hicks. Lambert gets tagged out at home plate. As that one goes from the catcher to the pitcher. And so the Comets in that one end up picking up 1 run off of 2 hits, and there was 1 error that inning, and ended up with no one on base, left on base for the Comets. And so heading into the top of the 4th inning, we're going to be having Clark, Argo, and Denton for the Fleming County Panthers. But we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching the 16th Region Baseball action live here on the Manta Sports Media Network. Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com. The Drive-In has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports. And we're back here live at Wes Carter as we are heading into the top of the 4th inning. Wes Carter currently leads 2-0. Of course, down at Cecilia's as well, want to congratulate Rebecca Irwin for graduating here recently at MCTC. And so if you take a look at their Facebook page, you can see a picture of her in her blue graduation robe. So congratulations, Rebecca, on obtaining this key milestone. So first pitch here to Clark is going to be fouled off. And then second pitch goes right through the glove of Carter. And so that's going to be 1 on here for Fleming County. And so now up to bat now is going to be Jaden Argo, the center fielder. Wes Carter's already got one picked off today, and that one's going to be popped up and out of play as Clark wanting to steal on that. So that'll be definitely one thing they're going to have to keep an eye out for. As Clark makes the 90-foot walk back here to first base. Callahan gets the sign, checks the runner at first. And then no pitch, called timeout right when he got in his motion. So no pitch there. Callahan's thrown 55 pitches this afternoon, 24 balls, 31 strikes. That one's a little chopper and going to be fouled down the third base line. So it'll be 0-2 here to Argo. Callahan's got 6 strikeouts on the afternoon. One strike away from a 7th here. And that's going to be swung on and miss, and there is strikeout number 7 for Callahan. Gets Argo swinging. So that's one away, and coming up to bat now is going to be the left fielder, number 2, Levi Denton. He's 0 for 1 today. He's been a victim of Callahan's strikeouts in the second inning. First pitch to him, trying to bunt. And he's going to get a called strike 1 against him as that one missed the bunting attempt. Of course, Clark, he was, they're going to try to keep him there at first as he started inching away from first base. Callahan's already got one pickoff here this afternoon. This time delivers to the plate. Check swing, and that's going to be called strike 2 as he says that catches the corner of the plate. So 0-2 here to Denton. Will Callahan pick up his 8th strikeout here of the afternoon. Swung on and miss, and there's number 8. And 2 away here for the Panthers. As it gets Denton swinging on that. And so now that's going to be bringing up number 7, Austin James, the third baseman. First pitch to him is going to be a bit low, so ball 1. He's 0 for 1 today as he popped out to the shortstop. That was that good catch that Corey Hedge made a little bit earlier. Second pitch into him is going to be a little bit low, so it'll be 2-0. They still got Clark held at first base. Callahan would like to get through this inning with him over there or him out 1. Delivers that, and that's going to be a shot to short. And that's going to be bobbled there. That was a tough catch to make as that was through the gap. And so that's going to put runners on first and second. And that's going to be bringing up now the right fielder, number 21, Brady Ferris, with runners on first and second. First pitch to Ferris, that's going to be popped up and out of play, strike 1. Ferris walked in the second inning. I think that's only the second time this afternoon that Fleming County's got a runner in scoring position. That one check swing, but it's going to be outside, so it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. Clark, pretty big lead off a second. Going to deliver. That's going to be fouled off, so it'll be 1-2 here to Ferris. As runners take their leads from first and second. He delivers, and that's going to be fouled again, so Ferris keeps himself alive off the foul tip. That's his 3rd foul this afternoon in this at-bat. The 1-2 pitch. And that catches the corner there, and that's going to be strike 3 in the 3rd out as Callahan retires the side here for Wes Carter. So that was no runs off of 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base for Fleming County. And so for Wes Carter, it's going to be Cade Carter, Dylan Rowe, and Lucas Rayburn up to bat for the Comets. So we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Baseball action live here on the Manta Sports Media Network. To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
And back here at Wes Carter, we're coming up to bat now is going to be number 6, Cade Carter. So he'll be leading off here for the Comets in the bottom of the 4th. Some impressive pitching by Trevor Callahan, picking up 9 strikeouts through 4 innings so far off of 68 pitches, allowing only 3 walks and 2 hits. First one over to Carter as that is hit to second or to short, and that's going to be 1 away for the Comets here in the bottom of the 4th. So on a first pitch, hits that to McKee, and McKee to Kahn for the out. And so now up to bat for the Comets. It's going to be number 13, Dylan Rowe. That one's going to be popped to center field. And that'll be the second out as Argo was underneath that, ready to go there. And so now that's going to be bringing up the designated hitter, number 79, Lucas Rayburn. First pitch to him is going to be called strike 1. And called strike 2. He did strike out swinging in the second inning. And that one's going to be hit to short, and nice little jumping catch there by McKee to retire the side. And so that's going to be it for the Comets here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So that is No runs off of no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for the Comets. And so coming up to bat is going to be Kahn, McKee, and then the top of the order again with Morgan for the Panthers. So we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Baseball Action live here on the Mantis Sports Media Network. Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com. The drive-in has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports. And so here we are in the top of the fifth inning. Wes Carter still holding on to a 2-run lead. As up to bat now is going to be the first baseman, number 37, Zeke Kahn. He's 0 for 1 today, another victim of Callahan's strikeouts as they got him in the second inning. And first pitch to him, swung on a miss, strike one. Second pitch coming in, swung on again and missed, strike two. Kahn not wanting to get 2 strikeouts here this afternoon, but he is faced up against a tough count here, and that's going to be 3 straight pitches and another strikeout here by Callahan. As Callahan's now in double digits on strikeouts, as that is his 10th here of the afternoon. And coming up to bat now, and batting in the 9th position is going to be Larkin McKee. First pitch to him is going to be swung on and missed, strike one. He's another victim of Callahan's strikeouts this afternoon as he struck out swinging in the 3rd inning. Callahan with 72 pitches here on the afternoon. That one's going to be fouled off, so 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's swung on and missed, strike 3, so back-to-back strikeouts. And that's going to be number 11 here for Callahan. And now batting at the top of the order, going to be number 4, Buddy Morgan. He's 0 for 1 today. Struck out looking in the 1st inning and then was walked in the 3rd inning. So he's 0 for 1 on the afternoon. First pitch here to Morgan, and that's going to be off the top of the noggin there, and so that'll put Morgan down on first base. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is definitely why we wear helmets when you're behind the plate. So runner on first, 2 outs. Try to get the pick off there, but ball ends up out of the glove. So Lambert's going to hold Morgan at first. First pitch here to Rourke, and that's going to be swung on and missed, strike one. Rourke is 0 for 1 this afternoon as well. Walked in the first inning and then struck out in the third inning. So this will be his third at bat here this game, as they try to pick off Morgan once again, but slides in safely. As we said earlier, Callahan and Lambert picked up a pickoff. Second pitch here. They're going to say that is going to be off the bat, foul ball, so it'll be 0-2 here to Rourke. As Morgan makes his way back to first. The 0-2 pitch. And that's going to be swung on. So ends up a strikeout there, but Callahan goes to finish the job, as that was looking drop third strike. And so Callahan ends up picking up 3 strikeouts in this inning. So has 3 strikeouts and hit a batter in this inning. So that is no runs off of no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base for the Panthers. As we head in here to the bottom of the 5th inning, our score is still West Carter 2, Fleming County nothing. We'll be back here momentarily on the 16th region, watching more 16th region baseball here on the Mantis Sports Media Network. To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 110,000 participants here in Kentucky who take part in high school sports.
And back here at West Carter, we're now up to bat now is going to be number 27, Corey Hedge. And first pitch into him is going to be inside, ball 1. And that one's going to be called strike 1. Callahan's up to 12 strikeouts so far this game with only 3 walks. Braden Clark has got 4 strikeouts off of 4 walks himself. And so pretty good pitching here today by both teams. As now it's 1-2 here to Hedge. That's going to be outside. Counts evened up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Clark's thrown 76 pitches here this afternoon, 30 balls, 46 strikes. And that one's going to be high, and that's going to fill up the count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hedge ended up walking in the second inning, I believe, after having a full count on him once again there. The 3-2 pitch, that's going to be swung on, and that's going to be fouled off down the third base line. So still full count here to Corey Hedge. As you can definitely tell, it's getting closer towards summer. Here it is, 7:14. And sun's still outshining, and that one's going to be ball 4. So Hedge walks again here this afternoon. And so that's going to be bringing up the top of the order now. And that's going to be number 10, Sam Jones, up to bat here for the Comets. Hedge is down at first. Try to pick him off. Gets back to first standing, so Hedge not taking too far of a leadoff just yet. Takes about 3.5 steps off of first. First pitch here to Jones. That's going to be outside. Hedge threatened to run, but they held him out at first. Jones is 0 for 2 on the afternoon. He got tagged out at third in the first inning and then grounded out to short in the second inning. So he's 1 for 2 on the afternoon. And this time Hedge is going to be going, and they appear to have him, and they do have him out at second. So I believe that was a called strike as that was into Jones. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to Sam Jones. As there's 1 away here for the Comets. There's the pitch, and that's going to be inside. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Jones. Clark, not too bad, only allowing 3 hits so far this afternoon. And that's going to be inside, ball 4. And so Wes Carter will have a runner back on first again. And coming up to bat right now is number 5, Hunter Salmons. Salmons is 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. And that first pitch is hit to right field, and that is going to be down. And so he's going to get a single here this afternoon. So hits out to shallow right field for the single. And that's going to advance Jones on to second. Salmons will be at first, and so that's going to be bringing on now number 11, Trevor Callahan. And that first hit's going to be deep to left field, and that is gone. A 2-run shot for the Comets, and that puts them up on top 5-0. And so off of the first pitch that he sees, sends that to over the fence to deep left field, and Trevor Callahan picks up his second home run of the season. And so the Comets lead this thing now 5-0 off of the home run there by Trevor Callahan. As we said, his second here on the year. And so the Comets have to be feeling good about themselves, and that is going to end things for Clark after giving up the home run there to Trevor Callahan. And so coming in to pitch now for Fleming County is going to be number 37, Zeke Kahn. And we'll see who's coming in for Rourke, because Kahn was at first base. And it looks like Clark is still going to be in, but he's going to be moved over to first base. So great shot there by Trevor Callahan, as he is having a fantastic night, both on the pitching end and as well picking up a nice 3-run shot there just moments ago. Yeah, this home run compared to his Grand Slam home run was probably an extra 15 feet out there on the hillside. And now coming up to bat now for the Comets is going to be Noah Hicks. So Kahn's first pitch to Hicks is going to be outside, and ball 1. If I'm not mistaken, Callahan's other Grand Slam home run that he had was on the first pitch as well. So when he sees a pitch and he likes it, he goes after it and sends it out to left field. Third pitch here, it's going to hit the bat, so it'll be foul ball. So 2-1 here to Hicks. And that's going to be hit. Looks to about center field, and Argo is there to get that. So that's going to be 2 away for the Comets here in the bottom of the 5th. So now that's going to be bringing up number 17, Caleb Lambert. First pitch to him is going to be swung on and miss, strike 1. Lambert's 1 for 1 on the day. Had a walk in the second inning, and then he singled to the catcher in the third inning. Second pitch to him is going to be a ball, so 1 ball, 1 strike here to Caleb Lambert. Also has a stolen base himself this afternoon. 1-1 pitch, and that is going to be popped out to left field. And Denton's there to make the catch, and so that's going to retire the side for Wes Carter. But the damage has been done off of a huge 3-run shot by Trevor Callahan. And so the Comets now lead it 5-0. And so we'll be back here momentarily. You're watching 16th Region Baseball action live here on the Manta Sports Media Network. Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com. The Drive-In has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school school sports.
The next time you are in Mount Sterling, take the short drive out to Cecilia's Country Market at 4100 Maysville Road for some good home cooking, one of the area's best breakfasts, and daily lunch specials, all at affordable prices. Competitive gas and diesel prices, with the little items we all need every day, all in one place. Open from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's Cecilia's Country Market, 4100 Maysville Road, Mount Sterling, Kentucky, right next to the world-famous Judy Drive-In.
And we're back here at West Carter, where West Carter has a 5-0 lead off of the back of a Trevor Callahan 3-run shot in the fifth inning. And first pitch here to Clark, Braden Clark, is going to be called strike. So Braden Clark, the first baseman now, takes a shot out toward right field, and that is going to be fair. And so he's going to hold there at first as Wilson couldn't make it over to it, landed about 1.5 feet in fair. And so he's got a single here this afternoon. And so that's going to be bringing up the fourth overall hitter, and that's going to be number 3, the center fielder, Jaden Argo. As he goes for a bunt, and that fouls back, so it'll be no balls, 1 strike here to Argo. So we've seen Callahan do it all this afternoon. He's picked up 12 strikeouts and a home run this afternoon. And that's going to be a little bit low, so 1-1 here to Argo. Argo's 0 for 2 today, popped out to second in the first inning, and then he struck out swinging in the fourth. The 1-1 pitch. That's going to be outside, a pass ball, and that's going to advance up Clark to second base. So 2-1 here to Jaden Argo. And that's going to be hit down the first base line, and that's going to be out of play. So 2-2 here to Argo. Callahan checks the runner at second, delivers to the plate, and that's going to be strike 3, and there's number 13. For Callahan as he puts the first away here in the top of the 6th inning. And so now that's going to be bringing up the left fielder, number 2, Levi Denton, with 1 on, 1 away here in the top of the 6th. That's going to be check swing, but in the dirt, ball 1. Denton's 0 for 2 today. He struck out swinging both times. And that one's going to be fouled off, so it'll be 1-1 here to Denton. So West Carter still holding comfortably on to a 5-run lead. There's the pitch, swing on and miss. So 1-2 here to Denton. Of course, the next couple weeks is going to be interesting here for these teams as they want to rest their ace pitchers, get them a little bit of work here, but they want to save them here for the district play, especially that first game. as Denton called time, and just as soon as Callahan was set to deliver. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and miss, and there's number 14 of the afternoon by Callahan, as there's now 2 away. And so now that's going to be bringing up the third baseman, number 7, Austin James. He's 1 for 2 on the afternoon. And that's going to be popped up. Jones going to try to make a play, and I think that hit the press box, as I heard something hit something, but so that's going to be a strike 1 there against James. He's 1 for 2 on the afternoon, popped out to short in the second, and then had a single up the middle in the 4th inning. Callahan going to try to see if he can get number 15 here to close out the 6th inning. And that's swung on and a miss, so 0-2. Callahan's thrown 91 pitches so far, 31 balls, 60 strikes. So as this game has progressed, he was about half and half, right through about 50 pitches. But the last 40, he has definitely been hitting that strike zone. And it's going to be outside the zone, so 1-2. Shakes off the first pitch, gets what he likes, checks the runner at second. The 1-2 pitch, that's going to be a bit outside. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Austin James. And that's going to be hit right up the middle to second base. And that is going to be 3 away. And so Hicks to Lambert retires the side. And so that's going to put up another goose egg on the board there for Fleming County. That's no runs off of 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base for Fleming County. And so coming in here at the bottom of the 6th inning, it's going to be Carter, Rowe, and Rayburn for the Comets. You're watching 16th Region's baseball action live here on the Manta Sports Media Network on Facebook. Be sure that if you know anybody that watches YouTube, have them check out our replay that we post up there. We'll probably have that up in on Monday for you to be able to watch that as well. And so we'll be back here momentarily on the 16th Region Manta Sports Media Network. Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com. To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports. And so we're back here at Wes Carter, and now up to bat it's going to be number 6, Carter. So Wes Carter holding comfortably on to this 5-run lead. First pitch to him is going to be a ball 1. Joe Coldiron behind the plate here this afternoon as the home plate umpire. And that one's going to catch just the corner of the plate there on a nice curveball, so it'll be 1-1 here to Cade Carter. Kahn with the delivery, and that is going to be popped out to center field. We'll see, and this is Argo runs in and gets that for the first out here of the bottom of the 6th inning. And so now that's going to be bringing up number 13, Dylan Rowe. First pitch to him is going to be high, ball 1. Rowe's 0 for 2 on the afternoon, struck out swinging in the 2nd inning and then flied out to center field to Argo. That one paints the corner there, and so it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike here to Rowe. The 1-1 pitch, that's going to be swung on, so it'll be 1-2. And here's Kahn with the 1-2 pitch. It's going to be high up in the zone, so counts evened up now at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's going to be popped up and out of play. Of course, that's definitely something if you are interested in sports and want to contribute back to a sport that you love. And that one right down in the middle, and Rowe takes a look at that, and that's going to be 2 away here for the Comets. But if you want to get back to a sport that you love and you want to be a part of it, or even just to make a little bit of extra money, think about taking up officiating. It's not a bad field to get into, especially baseball, softball, volleyball. A lot of these sports, they need a lot of officials. And so Lucas Rayburn up to bat now here for the Comets, and it's going to be 2 away with 0-1 is going to be the count as he fouls his first one off. And if you are ever interested, that one swung on and missed, strike 2. But if you are ever interested in that, take a look at the KHSA webpage or just look up how to get into officiating or ask an official. After a ball game, be polite to them. Don't come up to them very quickly. They get a little bit nervous at times if someone comes up to them too quickly. But ask them, how do I become an official? And they'll get you in contact with who you need. There's a shot right back up the middle, and so Rayburn's going to get himself a single here this afternoon. And so now that's going to be bringing up now number 27, Corey Hedge. Hedge so far been walked twice this game, once in the 2nd and then once in the 5th. He does have an RBI as they walked a run across there earlier in the in that 2nd inning. First pitch to Hedge. Called strike 1. Definitely in these sports, I know, especially softball and volleyball, if you want to make an advancement up very quickly, once you master your craft and everything else, there is advancement for some college level officiating that you can get into. I know Paul Lewis works hard to try to get good officials to move up to the next level. That one high, up and away, so it'll be 1-2 here to Hedge. I can definitely say from experience that Paul Lewis has helped me get into doing some NAIA work as well as in the collegiate work as well, line judging for Morehead State and University of Charleston. So, he can definitely help you out there. And so Hedge ends up going down swinging here to retire the Comets here in the bottom of the 6th. So we're heading into the top of the 7th. This will be the last chance and hope here for the Fleming County Panthers, as they've got 5 runs to make up as they trail 5-0 here going into the top of the 7th. We'll be back here momentarily. You're watching the 16th Region Baseball action live here on the Mantis Sports Media Network.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
The drive-in has the food to get your day started the right way. From delicious donuts and hot coffee to mouth-watering burgers and a cold marshmallow Coke, made from natural and locally sourced ingredients. Be sure to keep an eye out for our food truck coming to a town near you. And don't forget that the sun is always out at Beach Buns Tanning. With locations at Olive Hill, Grayson, Moorhead, and Mount Sterling, we have the tanning options and lotions to give you that sun-kissed look all year round. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Beach Buns Tanning and the Drive-In are proud supporters of local high school sports. And we're back here at West Carter and heading into the top of the 7th inning. West Carter still holding on to a 5-run lead. So Trevor Callahan is going to see if he can try to close out this afternoon. He's got 14 strikeouts so far off of 3 hits, and that is through 94 pitches. And so he's going to be facing off against the right fielder, number 21, Brady Ferris. First pitch to him is going to be to second. Easily gets the ball, and that's over there to Lambert. And so that's going to be 1 away for the Panthers. And so now coming up to bat is going to be the pitcher, number 37, Zeke Kahn. He's 0 for 2 on the afternoon as Callahan has struck him out twice. We can see if Callahan picks up the hat trick here against Kahn. First pitch going to be a little bit low and inside, ball 1. There's the 1-0 pitch. And that bounces off and head back to the net, but that's going to be ball 2. Gets the pitch he wants, the 2-0 pitch. That's going to be swung on to center field. Salmons on his horse, but that one's going to fall in behind him. Kahn's going to be rounding to second, and he's got a double on his hands. As Salmons tried to get on his horse to get out that way, but just a little bit too much for him out that way. So Fleming County is going to have a runner on second here at the top of the 7th inning with 1 away. And up to bat now is number 11, Larkin McKee, the shortstop. First pitch to him is going to be in for a strike. McKee is another one of those, struck out swinging twice, once in the 3rd, once in the 5th to Callahan. And that one's going to be foul tipped off, so 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes here to McKee. Kahn's at second base, just had that double a second ago. Checks the runner at second. The 0-2 pitch, and that's going to be hit toward right field. Wilson's underneath it, and that's going to be 2 away, but Kahn tags up and heads on over toward third. So that's going to be 2 away for the Panthers. And so now that's going to be bringing up the leadoff batter, number 4, Buddy Morgan. The catcher, he's 0 for 1 today. Struck out in the first inning, walked in the third inning, and then got hit by a pitch in the fifth inning. First pitch to him, swung on a miss, strike one. There's the 0-1 pitch to Morgan. And that's going to miss just a little bit low. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Fleming County with a runner at third, 2 away here. That's going to be high, ball 2. Callahan's thrown 104 pitches here this afternoon, 37 balls, 67 strikes. And that's going to be swung on and missed, so counts even up at 2-2. So can Callahan make this number 15? Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that's going to be foul ball over the first, out the fence there, down the first base line. So Morgan keeps himself alive at this at bat. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that's going to be swung on and miss, and that is number 15 for Callahan, as that's going to finish it for the Comets, or for the Panthers, I should say. And so that is going to be it. Callahan picks up the win here this afternoon. Braden Clark gets the loss this afternoon as well. In a game that took 2 hours and about 6 minutes to play. So we will be back with some final stats here momentarily. Your final score once again here at West Carter is West Carter 5, Fleming County nothing. To look your best on game day or on any other day, head to Stylish Stitches at 115 Mill Street in Olive Hill for all your high school, collegiate, and custom apparel needs. They are also the place for custom gifts and embroidery. And when you need to refuel, head to Henry's at 530 Tom T. Hall Boulevard. Whether it's Taco Tuesday, Fish Fry Friday, or juicy steaks and burgers any other day of the week, Henry's is there for the area's best food, drinks, and entertainment. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for specials or to order online. Stylish Stitches and Henry's are proud supporters of local high school sports.
The Criswell Law Office is located at 142 East Main Street in Grayson, Kentucky for all of your personal injury, family law, real estate transaction, bankruptcy, and estate management legal needs. Justin Criswell is ready to work for you. The Criswell Law Office is now accepting new clients for automobile accidents. Contact the Criswell Law Office at 606-474-0029 or online at www.criswell.attorney.
Since 1979, James Hardware has proudly served the community of Olive Hill to supply all of your home improvement needs. From paint to tools to hardware to lumber and plumbing supplies, James Hardware has you covered. Be sure to check out their wide selection of case knives, and they are also your authorized steel dealer. James Do It Best Hardware, 137 Scott Street, Olive Hill, Kentucky. Phone number 606-286-2692 or online at james.doitbest.com. And so we are here back at West Carter again, where our final is West Carter 5, Fleming County 7. Your box scoring this afternoon, of course, it was all tied up at 0-0 going into the second inning when the Comets got one across the plate. In the third inning, they also got one more, so the Comets were up 2-0 going into the fourth inning. It was still nobody got any runs in the fourth, and then in the fifth, Trevor Callahan had a wonderful shot, a 3-run home run out to left field to give the Comets the 5-0 lead, and it was scoreless from there on out. Fleming County ended up with no runs off of 4 hits and 1 error. The Comets had 5 runs off of 6 hits and 1 error. Taking a look at hitting for Fleming County, Braden Clark, who was the starting pitcher, was 2 for 3 on the afternoon. The third baseman, Austin James, was 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Zeke Kahn was at first base and then came in to relieve in pitching. Was 1 for 3 on the afternoon as well. Of course, their pitcher, Braden Clark, pitched 4 in a third inning, had 4 strikeouts, 6 walks, and 4 earned runs during that time period. Zeke Clark came in, gave up or had 2 strikeouts and 1 hit, and so that is where we end up with 5 runs total as well. Now taking a look for the Comets, Hunter Salmons was 1 for 3 on the afternoon. And Trevor Callahan, 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs and had that huge shot for that home run to give the Comets that 5-0 lead there in the 6th inning. And then taking a look, Noah Hicks was 1 for 2 today with 1 run. Sam Jones had a run this afternoon, and Hunter Salmons also had a run, and Callahan had a run. Caleb Lambert was 1 for 2 on the afternoon. And then taking a look as well, Lucas Rayburn was 1 for 3 on the day today. And then Corey Hedge had an RBI. So ended up the Comets mostly with singles out there today. Had 1 home run as their extra bases went on there as well. They were walked 6 times. Ended up with 2 stolen bases this afternoon. And then taking a look at their pitching, Trevor Callahan throws the scoreless 7 innings. Only gives up 4 hits, 15 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Only hit 1 batsman and gave up only 1 double so far this afternoon. Ended up with 107 pitches on the day. And so that's going to finish us out here this afternoon as, of course, the JV getting ready to play their game. But we'll go ahead and go off the air here. I do want to thank everybody for tuning in this afternoon and taking a look. Danny Sparks, you are most welcome. Glad to be able to provide this coverage to you. And definitely want to give a big shout-out to our sponsors out there for Salar Stitches and Henry's Bar and Grill, the Drive-In, Beach Buns Tanning, especially Justin Criswell. He's been one of our first and longest advertisers out there. Definitely want to give a big shout out to him, as well as James Do It Best Hardware. They all have been very critical to us being able to provide this coverage for you as well. And then a big shout out to our star givers here today. Thank you, Shirley Irwin, once again for sending in some stars. Tony Bond, do want to give you a big shout out as well as Angela Nolte and Julie Perry sending out some stars this afternoon because the sponsors do help us, but the fans yourself helps us as well because we want to make sure that we're able to provide as much coverage as what we can, as long as we can, for you out there because I know especially with this COVID year, this has kind of been a very critical point to be able to watch sports in a lot of situations, and we hope to be continuing on next year as well. So once again, your final score here from West Carter is West Carter 5, Fleming County 0. And so that is going to advance up West Carter as they pick up their 10th win on the year. And they are going to be heading in to next week with another win underneath their belts. And let's see what their schedule is going to look like next week as they are going to be at Russell on the 17th, Morgan County on the 18th, and then a doubleheader back here at home on May 21st against Menifee County. And then, of course, finishing out the rest of the season is going to be May 24th against Tulsa, West Virginia. And then they'll be on the road to Rose Hill Christian on the 25th, and then back home again for their last game of the regular season on May 27th against Wayne, West Virginia. So for Jeff Irwin and the Manta Sports Media crew, want to thank you again today for tuning in, and we'll be seeing you again next week here on the Manta Sports Media Network as we bring you more 16th Region baseball and softball action. So God bless you all, and we will see you all next week here on the Manta Sports Media Network.